Isn't it fascinating how some people laugh right in the middle of chaos? As if the tension cracks and something lighter leaks out, like sunlight breaking through storm clouds. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? How can someone stand in the fire of discomfort and not just survive, but playfully dance with it, until everyone watching laughs, heals, and changes without realizing it? Like a master comic holding tension so tight, the silence gets louder, until just when the pressure becomes almost unbearable, they release it. And in that moment, the audience learns something deeper than words could ever teach. Isn't that just like life? Now imagine this. A comedian walks onto a stage, any stage. It could be a comedy club, or a difficult conversation, or your own mind at 3 a.m. They take a deep breath. They don't run from tension, they embrace it. And suddenly the room changes. Now, what if you were that person? What if you had already begun to install at the deepest level a system, an unconscious framework that automatically responds with humour, presence, clarity, like a ninja in the art of social flow? The way a jazz musician hears silence as rhythm, the way tension becomes timing, the way fear becomes fuel. Because you see, what if the pause before the punchline is not just a joke setup, but the moment you reclaim your power? And that quick-wittedness, that comes not from knowing what to say, but from being okay with not knowing. That's right. The most powerful belief systems, they're the ones you don't even notice, until everything works better. Let's zoom out. Imagine your mind is a stage, and every belief, every core presupposition is an actor. You've seen them all. Some dress like fear, some like confidence, some, well, they're just waiting for their cue to come back stronger, weren't they? And now, you're directing, not with force, but with presence. Because from now on, humour is medicine, empathy is power, and tension, it's just compressed energy, waiting to be transformed into laughter, insight, momentum. Which means you're no longer resisting discomfort, you're sculpting it. Like a sculptor turns stone into art. Like tension turns silence into punchline. Like emotion turns belief into identity. And here's what they never told you. You already knew how to do this. Children do it all the time. They make jokes in the darkest places. They play in the middle of pain. They laugh when adults frown. Because they haven't forgotten yet. The reality is fluid. That you are enough. That presence rewires perception. When you laugh at the absurdity of fear, you teach your unconscious mind. I'm safe in this moment. I create meaning. I bend reality through focus. And suddenly, every setback, feedback, every failure, framing, every tension, timing. You see, there's a part of you already awake that understands this is not theory. This is now. This is installation. That belief, you must wait for the right moment. Well, what if that belief was just waiting for you to change? And so right now, without needing to try, without needing to figure it out, every breath, every word, every flicker of attention is reorganizing your inner operating system. And that system, it runs on certainty, curiosity, laughter in the face of the unknown. It updates itself through reframing tension into timing, stacking positive beliefs like dominoes, allowing emotions to process, not be suppressed. And from now on, the stronger the pressure, the more you slow down. The deeper the silence, the more power you feel in your presence. The messier the moment, the more masterfully you navigate it. Because you're no longer trying to be confident. You're embodying a belief that radiates. I was born to float through this. Now tell me, have you ever seen someone enter a room and shift the entire mood with nothing but presence. You just did. And every time you remember this, even when you forget, you're remembering more than you know. You're integrating it faster than you can track, because the unconscious, it learns through emotion, example, and energetic alignment. And right now, that learning is already happening. So what happens next? When your new operating system already knows how to install tension as timing, chaos as comedy, and presence as play, you find yourself responding differently, naturally, effortlessly, authentically. You don't need to analyze it. Just let your unconscious mind do what it does best. Adapt, integrate, optimize. After all, that's what you were born for, wasn't it? To take life's awkward silences and turn them into punchlines of power. To take fear's tension and channel it into rhythm, timing, momentum. To laugh, not because life is always funny, but because you're free enough to find the funny and bold enough to share it.